This is a Kenwood TS-520S that I bought on eBay a couple of years ago as a tech special. Wasn't working. I had actually forgotten what they said wasn't working. So I put it up on the bench here about a week ago and decided to go through it. Well, it seems to be receiving okay. Not much problem there, but it wasn't transmitting at all. It was zero output from the transmitter. So what happened was watching where you touch these radios, as having it already having been on, this section right here can really knock you for a loop. These are the finals, and a lot of voltage there. A lot of voltage remains there even after you've turned it off. So it's something to really be extremely careful of. See if I can turn it over here and show you what I actually did. Okay, I laid it over pretty much on its side. These two capacitors here, which are 33 microfarad capacitors, they were gone. They were shot. And electrolytic capacitors, which is not a big surprise. And so I bought a couple of 450 volt 33 picofarad capacitors and put them in, and that brought the transmitter back to life. Now I have to do an alignment on it because, and also I also put a pair of tubes in it, finals, that I just happen to have a set of finals. These are 6146B. A6146A, which are okay in this radio. It actually called for 2001s, which was replaced by 6146Bs, which can be replaced by A's. The A's, B can be replaced by an A, but an A can't be replaced by a B, according to what I read. And the power output will be slightly less. Instead of 120 watts out, it'll be about 90. But I had these tubes. A friend of mine, Rick, W5RH, gave me a box of tubes that he got from someone, and these happened to be in there. Tubes were free, and so that's the tubes the radios get. Now, what I've got back here is actually a little 50 ohm 5 watt dummy load that I made up, and by turning off the SG switch, the screen grid, it knocks the power down to just millivolts, and so I'll be able to hook my oscilloscope up to this point here to neutralize the tubes without any fear of wiping my oscilloscope out, hopefully. And so that's going to be my first, what I want to do first, because unless I neutralize the tubes, they could be getting a lot of power and shorten their life considerably. So I want to neutralize the tubes first, and then I'll go through the whole radio and do a complete alignment. I don't have a microphone for it. I might be able to hotwire a microphone into it, but at this point I don't have one, so it'll be strictly CW, which is no problem, but it would be nice to see how it transmits on sideband too. So anyway, I'll go ahead and put the cover on here, and now with that I've neutralized the finals, the next step is to adjust the output on the carrier board. And so I've connected my probe from my scope here at the output, and I've adjusted T1 for maximum output. And as you can see on the scope, that's maximum output. Well, I've got the radio working. I've done all the alignments on it, and it seems to be playing okay. It probably needs to have a few switches cleaned. And propagation is not that great, so there we go. Anyway, that's one down. I'll put the covers on it, and it's up for sale. Anybody needs a radio, give me a call.